Hey YouTubers, Raven here.
Starfire.
Today we'll be talking about the past two Once Upon a Time episodes that we didn't get to do because we were out of town and
both busy last Sunday.
Yeah.
That just kind of shows you how much we still really care about doing reviews for this show.
Well, like I was out of town last Sunday, and she was out of town the Sunday before, and
yeah,
it's hard when you're doing it alone to get to talk yourself into sitting down in front of the computer and doing this.
It's true. And when I did that one by myself, I'm just like, I'm so used to having her with me that I can't think of everything that I'm supposed to say.
Right. That's how it happens for me on Arrow. Like, I even talked about that when I posted the Arrow review. I was like, if you guys want to see, like, when I do reviews a lot better, watch The Flash and Once Upon a Time reviews, because we bounce stuff off of each other and we're really goofy.
Yeah.
But I'm just staring at the screen when it's just you and me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, I try to be interactive with the Supernatural reviews because I don't mind doing those ones by myself.
Yeah.
It's just, like, I try to remember, like, what's happening throughout the rest of the season so that I can connect it with what happened in the episode, and I'm just like, oh, crap.
That's usually where you lose it, is when you're trying to, like, connect stuff. Like, you guys want us to tell the future, you know, like, what we think is going to happen, and when I'm doing a Once Upon a Time review by myself, that doesn't really work out all that well. So, like, I mean, we do, when one of us is unavailable, we do try to get these up for you guys by doing it by ourselves, but sometimes it's just the episode may not have been, like, one person worthy.
Yeah.
Or, like, because a lot of times when there's, like, very little stuff in the episode, that's, like, a 5-minute review.
Yeah,
but then when it's both of us, it's, like, a 20-minute review.
I mean, that's how it feels when I do Supernatural. They're usually not longer than, like, 7 to 8 minutes. If they're longer than that, it's, like, close to 10, but that's it. And I try to make them last longer, but I would just be talking randomly about everything.
Yeah.
And I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
So I usually just, end it.
So that's kind of the behind the scenes of why this is late.
Plus, I've been really busy the last 2 weeks of school.
Next week is my finals.
So, I've been watching things when I can, but a lot of stuff I've had to watch online.
Yeah, I didn't get to watch this week's episode until last night because finals is next week and I'm studying. So let's just get on to the reviews and stop this talk. We are doing Once Upon a Time, Season 5.
Episodes 17 and 18.
Yes, those things.
Her Handsome Hero and Ruby Slippers.
Respectively. What? They're not both named both of those things.
No, I know.
So, and you said them in order, so therefore, respectively.
Okay, so Her Handsome Hero focused a lot on Belle.
It did.
And Gaston, which was actually really interesting to me because, of course, in the animated movie, we're supposed to hate Gaston.
Yeah, he's
and ship her with, the Beast. And so the fact that, like, her and Gaston actually kind of were together and were going to get married, I'm just like, wow, this is actually really interesting. I never expected that.
Yeah.
And so I liked their twist on that. I thought it was nice.
Yeah. Like, they made me like Gaston. Like, I was, like, going into, like, Gaston is, like, that guy who sings in that hunting lodge and is a giant dick face, right?
Well, in the animated movie, he's an arrogant dick.
Exactly. So that's, like, what I expected. And then, like, he's this guy that's really sweet to Belle. I mean, he may not be very nice to his enemies, but when it comes to the people that aren't his enemies,
he has a reason not to be nice to his enemies.
Well, yeah, they're enemies.
I mean,
and the ogres, they were ogres, right?
Yeah, I think so. He had to stay down in the underworld because of how he was killed. And because he was, like, Belle was taken from him.
Yeah.
So, of course, he's going to have some bitterness going on.
Yeah. Like, I think that, like, Like, he was blaming Belle for something that she had no control over.
Yeah.
Like, his unfinished business was probably his love for Belle and wanting to be that perfect hero for her.
I think they actually did kind of touch on that.
Well, they did because of the book.
Yeah.
But he kept saying, no, actually killing him is my unfinished business. You're not my unfinished business in that way, but, like, to get you back for making me want to be this better man, that's my unfinished business. I'm like, dude, that's so freaking twisted. That's not true. You just let the devil get in your head. Okay, not the devil, Hades. Apparently there's a difference.
Hades is like the devil.
Well, yeah, but someone called him, like, the devil or something, and he said, no, I'm Hades. Like, okay.
Okay, he's the god of the underworld. If that's not the devil, then I don't know what is.
Right? So I'm waiting for, like, one season when we get Lucifer or something.
Like, tell me that Hades is not the Disney or fairy tale version of the devil.
Mm-hmm.
Because he is.
Yeah.
Lucifer is in all the other stuff, like Supernatural, the show Lucifer, like, all of that. But if you're looking at it from, like, a fairy tale Disney point of view, Hades is the devil.
Well, since they went Hercules, they could potentially go Xena, which would bring in Lucifer. Because Xena went to hell, killed the devil, and then, like, seduced the angel Lucifer, and he became the devil. So you could have
I don't think they would do that.
I mean, they wouldn't have the seducing of the angel,
okay,
but
they already have enough kick-ass females on the show. They don't need to bring Xena on.
I'm not saying that they'd actually bring Xena on. I'm just saying that they could bring, since they went Hercules, they could maybe bring on a Gabrielle character and bring in Lucifer that way. They could bring on, like, a Joxer character.
Yeah.
Like, anything from that era. They could bring on Eve, which is Xena's daughter. But they could bring on anyone. Say, this is this person from that show, and they're on here for 1 or 2 episodes, just like Hercules and Meg, right? Yeah.
Madonna,
Yeah. Morg. Just like they were, and then explain that they have Lucifer now because of that. Like, I don't know, but I mean, when they destroy Hades, like, because they're going to have to destroy him. Who's going to be ruling the underworld? Like, they're going to have to explain that.
Well, that's probably going to be another thing they're going to use to end the finale with or something.
Maybe at the end of the season we'll find out that there's someone even more powerful than Hades, and it's Lucifer. I don't know. But,
maybe they'll have Emma rule it, or Hook rule it, then they'll have to stay down there together.
And then we can have next season without Emma. Yeah! I have had people tell me that they watch the show, but once there's a wedding between Hook and Emma, they will stop watching, and they won't watch again. Like, I've had people tell me that. So, if there is a wedding between them, they should become rulers of the underworld and leave the rest of us alone.
They probably, most likely, are going to get engaged.
They are sharing a heart.
So,
well, they will be.
I don't know if they'll actually show a wedding on the show, but they probably will get engaged.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm not happy about, but you know what? I can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
I'm just a watcher.
Mm-hmm. I really don't think that Belle should feel, back to the show, the episode specifically, episode, 17? I don't think Belle should feel, remorse over what she did.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that kind of segues into 18 too, because she was talking about, like, feeling, like, mad at Rumple that he made her do it, or made her feel like she had to.
Rumple's being a jerk.
Yeah.
Freaking making a deal with Hades.
He didn't make that with Hades.
Well, he didn't make a deal with him, but he still was working with him.
If he didn't, Hades would have taken the baby.
He's still probably going to take the baby.
No, because even though Hades is an evil son of a biscuit eater, okay, he keeps his word.
I guess so.
It may be a twisted version of his word, but he keeps it.
I like Zelina and Hades.
Yeah.
I think it's really interesting.
They should make Zelina Hades babies.
What about everybody else? Like, do you guys like them? What do you
Yeah,
think
do
of
you
them?
guys like Zelina and Hades?
Do
Like,
you ship it? Because I know that like every
do.
time something happens, everybody's like, "Oh my gosh, I ship them together. That's amazing." You know,
they're not my OTP, but I'd ship them.
Because people always have crack ships and people that they want to be together that aren't together.
Yeah.
And so, like, what do you guys think?
Would you ship them?
Hades and Zelina? Yeah.
Yeah. They're a couple that actually deserve being shipped.
I actually kind of like when they had those scenes together where they rode that bike and they were all being all cutesy and stuff. I actually really liked them. I thought that was really nice.
So heart touching.
And then freaking Zelina has to be all rejecting him.
Yeah. But when he was doing the table, you know, making that dinner and like revealing to her that she was his one, like, I think that in that, like, what she said could be true. Like, you don't know if he's going to turn on you.
Yeah.
Like,
kind of like Rumple and Belle.
Yeah. Because, yes, you are my one true love, but I also want my revenge on my brother.
Yeah.
So I will marry you, have babies with you, but then turn around, use your curse to work for me, and you're just screwed. Like,
see, Hades doesn't need her to use it to, like, help his curse work because he already is powerful enough.
Yeah.
So he's more powerful than Rumple, right?
Well, yeah. He's
so
the ruler of the underworld.
He doesn't need Zelina's power to do what he wants to do.
He never needed her power. He needed her spell. And they had to work together to get the ingredients. That's all it was.
Mm.
But the whole bike ride.
But he can raise a baby with her. Because Robin's with Regina. He ain't with no Zelina.
Yeah.
Even though it is his kid.
Her kid? Zelina's kid. Yeah. I do think that Zelina is showing a lot of maturity.
Yeah. Yeah, she just used Robin to have a baby.
Yeah, but now she's like she's evolving. Her character's evolving and like she wants to be a better person for her baby. But she doesn't exactly want to be good. So I'm like...
She's the Wicked Witch of the West. What do you expect?
Well, what did I expect from Regina? She's the evil queen.
Yeah, but the Wicked Witch of the West is worse, I
think. Not this version. I mean, in this version, like, Zelina's just like, yeah, I'll curse you, Well,
the movie Witch from The Wizard of Oz is pretty evil.
Yeah. But, like, and then you look at Regina, and she's just like, let's kill this whole village. I don't need any of these people worshipping me. And Zelina's like, I need my worshippers. People must fear me. But Regina's just like, let's just kill them all.
Get it over with.
Yeah.
Be done with it.
I can populate this place with people who will, like, bow at my feet. Like, that's how Regina was when she was the evil queen. So I think in this version of the fairy tales, Regina was the more evil of the sisters.
Yeah, she was.
Because she didn't just have Rumple teaching her, but she had her mom too.
So what else was going on in Her Handsome Hero besides the whole Belle Gaston thing?
Let's see, that's the one where Emma was trying to get the name off of the tombstone, and she had that vision of the future.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So apparently the chosen one can see the future in her dreams.
What is she, psychic?
Apparently. Like, that's just what we need. Another power to add to her arsenal of crap.
Why does the bad character always get given the cool powers? Like, seriously.
Because they want us to like her.
But I don't like her.
Exactly.
That's the point.
That's why they give unlikable characters cool powers when they can't kill them all.
Yeah, but how do they know that that's going to make other people like them by doing that? It's not.
Sometimes the power is the thing.
If she still like is a bad actress or a bad character, you're not gonna like her even if they give her cool powers.
Yeah.
That doesn't work that way.
Yeah. It really doesn't. So let's see. We had Henry trying to figure out how to use the pin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was trying to figure that. They were all like ganging up on him, like, why are you writing this crap? We don't need to know this. Like, dude, he's a kid. Like
would you just chill?
It's like, okay, you picked up a sword for the first time. How well were you? Were you able to slay the dragon your first time out? Like, you pick up the sword, suddenly you're a dragon slayer? Like, hell no.
Give him a little bit more credit, okay?
Yeah.
He's still learning.
And then suddenly they're just happy because he wrote that one fluff piece about the baby. The baby being Neil being able to hear Snow and Charming's voice from the telephone. Because he wrote some bullcrap about that, they were suddenly okay with his not being able to write about Hades. Like,
it's stupid. The way that people do character stuff on shows is stupid sometimes.
Yeah.
It really is. Because, like, in the past, when other characters have, like, just learned their powers, they've been given a little bit more credit when they're still learning and they're still practicing them.
Yeah, it's like, look, you did this. It's amazing.
Look at freaking Buffy or like Clark or the Charmed ones and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They were given credit. They took the time to actually hone in on their powers and actually learn how to use them properly.
Yeah. Like, I mean, Ruby was given the credit. I mean, once she left her village. But she was given the credit. Like, if she wouldn't have killed her boyfriend, it's
not automatically going to just happen. Just because he's the new author doesn't mean he's automatically going to know what to do to stop Hades.
Yeah, he can't just sit down and go, okay, I'm going to write about Hades today.
Yeah.
Like,
it doesn't work like that.
Like, you write about what's happening.
Yeah.
And if Hades is the, biggest thing at that second when you're writing, then yeah, you can write about what Hades is doing and thinking and what the crap is going on. But if he's not, then apparently the biggest news story of the night was that baby Neil was able to hear mom and daddy talking to him. Like, that's apparently the biggest thing of the night because Hades was apparently doing crap. So...
Yeah.
Like, really. He can only write what's happening, not, he can't do that. Like, I mean, once he masters it, he might be able to write about the past and rewrite what was taken out of the book, but he's writing what's happening in that moment. Like, yeah. Anyways. Is there anything else in the episode?
I can't think of anything else. I mean, that was over a week ago. So.
I think we did really
well, because technically, the episode was over a week ago, but I actually only saw that episode, on Saturday or Sunday. Yeah. So, for me, it's still pretty fresh. And then Sunday's episode, I saw, Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah, I watched this week's episode on Tuesday night.
Yeah, I think I watched it. Yeah, because remember you said you were going to watch that night, so I watched it.
Yeah, because you told me what happened. I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta see this.
I watched it, Tuesday.
Yeah.
When I got home from school.
So, let's talk about oh my gosh, I gotta see this episode.
Okay, that one is called Ruby Slippers.
Yeah, and I was like...
When they showed the slippers were silver, I know that they're going by the slippers that, are the color of the book. Mm-hmm. I know that because I've read the book. But, so I didn't understand why it was called Ruby Slippers at first.
Right. And
then I'm like, oh, okay.
Because Ruby shows up. She puts them on. Therefore, they're the Ruby Slippers. I'm like, I see what you did there.
And she backed Dorothy.
Oh, yeah. That was very nice. I actually
liked that they chose a darker skinned person to play Dorothy.
Yeah, she's not all pasty white.
And she's a tough person, a tough woman too.
I mean, like, she's a farmer. She's supposed to be that way.
Well, it's like she's actually. I mean, technically, she's supposed to be very young. Mm-hmm. She's supposed to be like either a child or a young teenager.
Yeah.
And,
well, that's how she was in the movie.
Yeah.
But I think she was a little too thin and pasty to be a farm girl.
Oh, in the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But here she's, like, more buffed out. You can tell she was lifting some hay, feeding the pigs, and obviously she was tanned up.
Well, I mean, in the movie, you don't really see any, like, evidence of her helping her aunt and uncle on the farm.
You don't see her aunt and uncle working on the farm.
Yeah, you do. You see them taking eggs out of the hen thing.
They had the farm hands to do everything else.
I know, but they probably took care of, like, the chickens and stuff.
Yeah.
But anyway.
But they were old.
Yeah. But Hunk, Zeke, and what's his freaking name? The middle one. I don't remember his name. I looked it up recently because I forgot again before, and I don't remember now. Anyway, the one that becomes the Tin Man in the movie, like, I don't remember his name when he's the farmhand.
Yeah. But you have the...
Hickory. There we go.
That made me hungry.
Sorry.
But, yeah, like... Let's see. Like, I thought that the one with the relationship would be Mulan.
Yeah, she was so sure it was going to be Mulan and Ruby.
Yeah, because, like, I mean, Mulan's the out-and-out gay one.
And then when that didn't happen and it was Dorothy, I'm like, whoa!
Yeah!
Hold the phone!
Dorothy's gay? Like, I
like,
love this.
Wait.
So not only Mulan, a very kick-butt female icon, like, you have Dorothy, who in this show is a very kick-butt female character. They're both gay, and then you got Ruby, my favorite character from season 1, who is gay. I'm like, dang.
Technically, like, had they already established that Ruby was gay before this episode? Okay, I didn't think so, because I thought in the past she, like, had a boyfriend or something.
She did. She killed her boyfriend. That's why she ran out of the village.
Okay. Well, like, I know Mulan deserves to be with somebody, but I really just think she's a kick-ass girl in her own right. She doesn't need anybody to take care of her. She can take care of herself.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of how it is in the movie, too.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, so they did good writing her in that aspect. But, like, I don't know. I guess with Mulan, it's more of a, like, yeah, I'm gay, what about it? You know? Which I think, like, that's how it should be. Like, if you're gay, it shouldn't really matter. Like, why make a big deal out of it? It's something about you.
Yeah, I mean...
It's like, I'm straight, oh my gosh.
Yeah, and I feel like, I'm not trying to, like, be offensive to anyone or anything, but I feel like a lot of the time they are kind of forcing it at people with stuff now. And I'm not saying that it's not okay to have, you know, those types of characters on TV shows and movies. It's completely fine. I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
But when you're, like, forcing it at people and they might not want to accept it or respond to it right away, then it's kind of like, well, you're only doing this to please those types of people.
Yeah.
When in reality, it should just be there because it works for the story or because...
It's just something about the character.
Yeah,
like on Walking Dead. Yeah. Like, it has nothing to do, if you guys are all caught up, it has nothing to do with Tara's character. It's just Tara is gay.
Yeah.
She had a girlfriend
so, I mean,
dies.
If it goes
she
with the writing and it goes with the character, then by all means, you can do that. But if you're just going to automatically make them that way so that you can please that community, that's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah. Like, take Harry Potter. I know, like, those of you who don't watch Walking Dead probably don't know what I'm talking about, but Harry Potter, okay? Like, the movie people wanted to make Dumbledore and,
Hagrid?
No, more, the girl teacher.
Oh.
Why am I blanking on her name?
I don't know.
It started with an M, didn't it?
I think so.
I don't know why I'm blanking. I am, like, pissing myself off right now. But the head woman of Gryffindor, okay?
Oh, no. Why am I thinking of Ravenclaw? Not Rowena. Not
Rowena.
Ravenclaw.
But, yeah. The one that turns into a cat.
Okay.
They wanted to make those two a couple, the people in the movies.
Mm-hmm.
But then J.K. Rowling was like, actually, like, even though it's not explicitly said, because it shouldn't matter to his overall character development, Dumbledore's gay. So you can't do that.
See, and that was good, because it didn't necessarily, like, flaunt it in your face. Oh, he's gay. This wizard, Dumbledore, is gay. Like, seriously, it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm. Like, it said, like, I think maybe book 6, because it was in, like, the last 2 movies, that Dumbledore had a partner, and the partner was dead. I think, yeah.
So, I mean, like, I don't mind if it's in TV shows. I just don't like when it's forced to.
Yeah. Like,
if it works for the story and it works for the character, then I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
But if you're just gonna make them that way so that you can, you know, because there needs to be one, just because people will get angry if there isn't,
then that's when I get angry.
Then that's when it's not right.
Yeah. Because, like, I mean, like, gay people are all around us, and, like, it doesn't matter. Like,
yeah, I freaking went to a gay bar and did karaoke last night. All right.
Dude, why didn't you invite me? I would have totally skipped church to go with you. Next time you go, invite me. Okay.
And I was not informed of it being that way until we were in the car on the way to go there.
Who did you go with?
I'll tell you after the video.
Okay. I want to know everything. Okay. But yeah, like, it's just something. It's just who you like. It's not like, oh my gosh, I'm gay, so my whole world has changed, and now all I read are gay books, and all I watch are gay movies, and all my friends are only gay. That's not how it works. It's just like, oh, look, that guy is hot, that girl is hot. Whichever gender you are, you like that gender, then okay. Like, see, I mean, don't make a big deal out of it.
On Once Upon a Time, to me, it's not that big of a deal. But on something like Glee, for instance, yeah, it was a big deal.
So I just hope they don't make it such a big deal between Ruby and Dorothy.
Yeah.
Because I like them, like,
I mean, that's all I needed. Characters. I don't care, whatever.
Yeah. I did not mind that macking scene. Oh my gosh, they macked so hard at the end. I was like, oh my gosh!
I told you.
Yeah, you made me watch, she told me about it, and I was like,
oh my gosh.
And then we watched a clip of that after our Flash review, and I was like, I'm gonna go watch it right
Dorothy now. And Ruby.
Yeah.
Not Mulan and Ruby.
Yeah.
And she's like, whoa, okay.
Yeah, like, when she told me that it wasn't Mulan, I was like, who the hell? Like, what? And, like, I thought they revealed it, like, to Ruby, like, in a very, even though it felt fast, it was a very, like they did it really well. Because you could see that Ruby's just like, wait, I think and, like, when Dorothy's being kind of rude to her, she feels, like, you can see it on her, in her face and in her eyes, she feels like crying, and I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, even though you guys just met.
Even though I usually don't ship those types of couples, that was actually a really, really sweet, beautiful scene.
It was.
And, like, I didn't expect to like it or anything like that, but I actually really was touched by that.
And then, like, she's like, Ruby, like, was like, why didn't you, like, tell me? And she's like, I was afraid I'd lose you to Zelena.
I almost lost you.
Yeah. And then she's like, but you didn't. I'm like, yeah, but you didn't lose her either. Like, better to have loved and lost than to have not loved at all. Like, really? I mean, seriously. I wanted to punch Dorothy so hard right in that moment. It's like, dude, you felt that way.
The actress who plays Dorothy looks familiar to me, but I don't know what I've seen else I've seen her in.
She doesn't really look all that familiar to me, so maybe it's one of those shows that you watch that,
Maybe.
yeah. But okay, so what else besides the amazing gayness went on in this episode? Because that's all we've talked about for this episode.
I don't think people mind. I think people are entertained by it.
I'm entertained by everything. Okay.
Apparently.
I mean, what I would like them to, like, maybe, I mean, because going back once again to the gayness, but, like, Ruby had a boyfriend before. So I think maybe that might raise the question of whether Ruby is bi.
Yeah, see, I was thinking that. I was like, well, is she bi then? Because I knew she had a boyfriend before.
Yeah, and I think that if they made her bi, then that would be really good, because, like, a lot of people, like, on the straight side and on the gay side, they look at bi people really negatively, because it's like,
it used to not be looked at negatively.
Yeah, but
now it is.
Because it became the hot thing to be, like.
Yeah, because when I was in high school, not everybody, but a lot of my friends were bi.
Yeah, and it was just so they could mac on whoever they wanted to mac on. But
then, like, one of my friends turned out, like, who said he was bi ended up being gay, so.
Yeah. Like, I guess sometimes being bi could be, like,
it's very taboo now to say that you're bi.
And because you get judged, because, like, oh, you just can't make a choice.
Yeah. They're like, well,
not really
choose guys or girls.
Both.
It's like, why can't I have both?
Yeah, best of both worlds. I play for either side. Yeah, I mean, I think that Ruby should be the bi character.
Yeah.
I don't really know where Dorothy would stand. I think she's probably more on the closeted gay side. Yeah. So she'd probably have more in common between what went on with her life with Mulan, because they're both probably out and out gay, whereas Ruby seems to be more bi.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying that because you're gay you couldn't have actually truly loved a man once in your life, or a woman, depending on who you are.
There's a lot of people, like, a lot of celebrities in the past that, like, you know, ended up being gay or whatever, were actually married to the opposite sex for a short amount of time before that.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
But people do that so that they can appear normal until they're ready to come out.
But I'm just saying, like you said, they still could have actually loved the other sex before that.
Yeah. So, I mean...
Because not everybody realizes right away.
Yeah.
Some people realize it from, like, very young ages, and other people don't realize it till, like, adulthood.
Yeah.
Or teenage or whatever.
Or when they're old and gray.
So.
But, like,
I mean,
I'm just wondering...
They can be married for a long time to somebody and actually have kids with that person, and then later on, after they're all grown and everything, say that they're gay.
Yeah.
I've seen that happen with celebrities.
Like, okay, so... Last statement on this, I don't care what you do with Ruby. I want you to specify whether or not she is bi or whether or not she is lesbian. I need that specified for my conscience.
They're probably not going to.
I know.
But it would be nice if they did.
Yeah. Just saying, oh yeah, I once had a boyfriend.
It'd be nice if the writers actually acknowledged the fact that she had a boyfriend in the past.
No, they did. She was explaining to Dorothy that, yeah, I know what it's like to be the odd person out, and Dorothy's like, I highly doubt that. She's like, I got chased out of my own village, like, yeah.
Well, at least they did.
And then she's like, yeah, I killed my boyfriend. And so, yeah, that's that. Okay, I was shocked by what Belle did. Like, she's like, yeah, you're not gonna wake me up. My dad's gonna wake me up. And prick. I'm like, dude, you know that's not how it works,
so
right?
People were all speculating if, like, she's gonna remain, like, asleep for the rest of the season, or if you're gonna see her again.
I think you might see her again, and Like, it's not going to be her dad who wakes her up. I don't even think it's going to be Rumple. I think there's going to be a new man in her life. And
Maybe Gaston.
Gaston got shoved into the Lake of Souls.
I know.
Which is where Auntie M now resides.
Auntie M,
please don't leave me, Auntie M.
Oh, that just reminds me of The Wizard of Oz with that really scary scene of the witch. Like, that's the only scene in the whole movie that freaks me out with the witch. Is when Dorothy's locked in her castle and it's that big ball that's in there and you see Annie M inside of it, and then she like goes away and she's like, and the witch is like, Annie M, come back, and she's all laughing and they zoom in on her face. I'm just like, wait for me.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's all that going on. I do think that it is a good way. Like, I think that Belle's, like, heart was in the right place.
Yeah.
But because she's right, like, it freezes time for her and for the baby. But that also means that her and the baby will forever have those horrible fire nightmares that Snow and Henry have to go through. Like,
apparently the actress that plays Snow is pregnant again.
Oh, please don't add that back in.
Because I saw a picture of Josh Dallas and her at, like, an event. And she was big. Like, pregnant big. So...
Like, that's good for them, but not for the show.
Yeah.
I hope that happened, like, towards the end.
Probably.
I mean, I know we only have a few episodes left.
We have, like...
4
or 5.
Yeah.
I think the finale, they said it's a 2-hour finale. It's supposed to air on, like, 15th? 17th? I think it's the 15th.
So, what else in this episode stood out to you?
Yeah, the 15th. I don't know. Those are the only things that I'm really remembering.
Because we talked about,
I mean, Zelena. Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we talked about her already.
I don't know. I think we covered most of it.
Yeah. And, I mean, yeah.
If there's anything else that we left out that you want to hear from, just comment us and
we will comment back.
I mean, we got 27 views on our Flash video, so.
Yeah, and 1 comment. Which I responded to.
Yes, I saw that.
Joe shall die. Anyways.
I know it has to happen. I'm just not looking forward.
Yeah, I have a death prediction on there.
Well, you were wrong about Barry and Iris when they were going to get together.
I said either at the end of this season or sometime next season.
You said it was going to be season 3.
Throughout the season, I was saying, like, at the very beginning of the season, I said season 3 because it looked like Iris was going to spend.
But even, like, when it was, like, kind of getting into these episodes, I don't know.
I believe I said, like, by the end, like, sometime when Joe died.
You said, like, the finale.
Yeah. And just because she confesses her love does not make it the moment when they get together.
I know, but...
So, yeah. So there's this whole new world on The Flash that we've been discussing. And you guys should totally check that show out. Like, it's amazingly funny and...
If you don't already watch it, watch it.
Yes, and then watch our reviews. You won't be disappointed. We get all crazy up in there, just like we do up in here, yo. Yeah. So if Andrea, you want more of us...
Hi, Andrea. If you watch this review, I'm giving you a shout-out. Anyway, she's our, like, anti-Captain Swan fan. So, yeah.
Like, the one out of the many.
Anyway, she said, I asked her if she was going to watch the Flash review, and she said she was watching it, and she's like, I love seeing you guys fangirl over West Allen. And I was like, yeah, we had fun with that.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I would a little bit more fangirl over the Flash West Allen stuff, which is Iris and Barry, than I did, and, like, I went slightly a little more over with that than I did with the Ruby and Dorothy, but I
Well,
totally
because they're
fangirled
an
over that.
iconic comic book couple.
Yeah.
I mean, they've been around for years.
Yeah,
in the
they're like the
comics.
Lois and Clark of the Flash
Yeah,
universe.
basically they are.
But so watch that show, watch our reviews, and do the same thing for Arrow. Just
And-
get past season 2. Season 2 is it season 2 Arrow that sucks, or
I think this season sucks.
well, it's getting better. Within the last
I
3
think
episodes.
season 2 was better than season 3.
Season 2 was when Laura was drunk the whole time.
Yeah, but Moira was still on it.
So
The season 2 finale was freaking crazy.
it was, but over half the season kind of sucked.
Yeah,
because-
it did. Season 3 was a little bit better, but I had
Mhm.
some issues with it.
Yeah.
4,
For lagged in
I
the
still
middle.
watch it. Like, I'll still watch the rest of the episodes, but I'm not as interested in it as I am some other things.
Yeah.
So I
I don't watch Supernatural. Well, I
don't
do,
know
but
if I will
don't.
continue watching Arrow next season or not.
Mhm.
I don't know yet.
So she does the Supernatural reviews by herself now.
I do.
I do the Arrow reviews by myself now, which is why they go up a little later.
Because Supernatural is still pretty good.
Yeah,
Even
I'm very far behind. But so
you even
yeah,
started season 11.
I did the first half
Oh,
of the
yeah.
series with you,
Yeah,
the
that's
show
right.
with you. So yeah, so you can find me alone on Arrow, her alone on Supernatural, us together here on this. And on the Flash. So I guess until next time, be careful, theater, because because as Rumple and Belle have just found out, magic always comes with a price. Apparently, a baby's head.